they tell us that they already have done a few studies, right? That is why I try to simplify as much as possible for you. So they have 3 formulations, slow, medium, and fast. And they did, we know the K01, that the absorption rate constant, and the dissolution rate constant. And they want to validate the data using an external validation procedure. So they did a third, another formulation, all right? And this formulation still contains 200 milligrams, and they give you the plasma data following the administration of the validation tablet to an healthy participant. We call it P01, patient 01, and then the data for an IV bolus for the same subject. This time the dose is 150 milligrams. And then they want you to perform the following analysis. Level B external validation, point by point, in vivo dissolution profile versus in vitro dissolution profile. And eventually we should also try to do a Levy plot. Let's see if we are able. Now I'm not sure. And then you have to discuss whether the validation work or not, okay? And these are the data. So the way I want you to do is you go to the next insert and you go to a break, okay? And you can call this a solution or, all right? And then you should tell me what you do, all right? So describe what you are doing. For example, the first thing you do, and then we're going to also open an Excel file. I open Excel. You can even do it with online, all right? It's not a big problem. But again, they have, the first thing you have is this table. So maybe I want to copy this table and put in Excel. And now I want to plot, all right? You remember in the slide here, a level B validation is this one, all right? This thing, this one, all right? So when I plot the dissolution and the Ka, all right? And so the idea is I'm going to find the Ka for the validation formulation and the in vitro dissolution and see if they fit in the line, all right? So what I'm going to do this with the data, I'm going to plot the data, okay? I'm going to send the insert chart, okay? So this is the chart. I'm going to put add a trend line, linear display, all right? I want to display the equation, the R squared. Wow, I got a nice, and then of course, I'm theoretically can do the residual, all right, but they are so nicely on a straight line, I skip that. So I see a very nice correlation, all right, between, I can even put, again, for, you can go to format, design, I just want to put, anyway. Yeah, now, this is the new version of Excel.
I don't see that.
Yeah, the layout, page layout, maybe this one.
No, that's for the page.
By the page. Anyway, you should figure out a way to put anyway, this one here is the K, what maybe we have to do here.
It's on the right hand side panel.
select data. From select data, and then I have edit, I can put in the series name. But it would be just the
Dr.
title.
Stanley, I think it's like the
Where?
quick layout. This is quick layout.
Quick layout.
I think
Yeah.
save.
So this would be, I know this is the legend.
Oh. Wait, this is the layout.
I know. Anyway, this is another, there should be a way, anyway. So with it, okay. So this is it, all right. So what I'm gonna do now is, I open Phoenix. Okay. And then I'm gonna put in Phoenix the data I have here, all right? Which type of data I have? I have the dissolution data, I have the for oral administration, and then I have the IV. So I need 6 columns, all right? So I'm gonna go to Phoenix, and then I open a new project. And the new project, I'm gonna have a new worksheet. I know there is also a way to import the Excel file, and you can look into the, in the help. Right now, I know I did in the past, but now I don't remember. So I do the simple way. I add a column. This is time, and then I call time dissolution. And these the concentration, the unit is hours, HR. And then I add another numerical, this is the dissolution data, and the unit are milligram per liter. And then I add another thing, this is the time PO, because it's the oral administration. And the unit again are hours. They're gonna add the concentration PO. And the unit are milligram per liter. And then I'm gonna add the time IV. And then I'm gonna add I forgot the unit, I'm gonna put it later. And I have the concentration IV. And it's milligram per hour. Oh, milligram not calculated. Right? Why are you calculating? Milligram per hour. And then time, I forgot to put the unit. I can put it now, no problem. All right? And that's it. So now I'm gonna cut and paste. Yep.
On the last concentration is milligram per ml.
Oh, okay. Thank you. You are right. I'm actually milligram per liter should be. In milligram per liter, right? So thank you for the milligram per liter. All right. No, okay. So we do milligram per liter. Cannot convert to ohm. So you know what you do, we remove the column, all right, and we do it again. You know that probably there is a way to do again. Concentration, and these were the concentration IV, and the unit is milligram per liter. Okay. All right, so here we are, and so I not here. Okay, I'm gonna cut and paste. First this one. and then I'm gonna have the PO. And then I'm gonna have, okay, forget, I'm sorry about this, I put, because I just simulated data. The, don't use the first day, because experimentally you never have the data times 0, right? So this was my mistake. So I just have this one. Okay. So these are my data. So the first thing I'm gonna plot. So I'm gonna send to plotting. I'm gonna do an XY plot. I'm gonna look at the dissolution. I don't know if I can plot, maybe not. So I'm gonna do the plot the dissolution, all right? And this looks like a dissolution curve, nothing unusual, all right? Then I'm gonna plot the data. I don't know if I can plot. I don't know. Let me only one at a time. There might be also a way to do more than, but again, it's probably there is. So for example, now you plot all the data, right? You might want to do in your report, all right, that the first thing you plot the data, all right? So, whatever, but you tell me, I plot the data to examine the data. First, I plot the data to explore their content, all right? And then you can tell me that, figure 1 represents the dissolution, figure 2 represents the PO data, and it's simple like that. You can just do a simple, here you can click on right click on the mouse, you can copy the image, and you can put in your homework. If it's too big, maybe you want to squeeze it, maybe, you can do, just show me that you plot the data, and maybe you can have a little, also, you plot the data, and then in order to, the problem was asking for the validation, all right? So it means that you have to add here, you have validation, all right? You have to find the absorption rate constant for your new formulation and the dissolution rate constant for your formulation. So this is what you have to do. So now in Phoenix, you are looking at your dissolution data. How do you find the dissolution rate constant? It's simple like that. You go back to the worksheet, you send to, and then in classic modeling, you see the dissolution models. You see this? Mm-hmm. And you have just to choose, you have 4 models. Do you do whatever other classes, you do this model or not for dissolution? You see, we have Hill model, Weibull model, double Weibull, McCoy, Benneker model. Did you ever heard about these models or not? Never. Okay. So if you want, you might want to go to Help, Document, and you can find the user, Phoenix user guide. know, and then now again, this is, you know, you can go and then there is a little explanation of what they are, all right? Here I think I have to install it, so to forget it, all right? Wait, I just quit. But do you follow me? Do we have, you know, in the computer lab, do we have access, or we should